I found my camera in my parents' house, and I'm going to film a vlog, but I forgot to say that. So first, when I woke up, I put my lamp on the floor because every day I kind of need to do that. I need to put my lamp on the floor, and then I had to pee, so then I was in the bathroom and I was kind of flipping the camera around and zooming in and stuff, and like back in and out, and then I zoomed in really far, and then I flipped it back over. Then I was hungry, so I went to the kitchen and I said hi to my fridge cat, the cat that sits on top of the fridge, and she didn't really care, so I like kind of like stood there for a second, and then my other cat came and said hi, and I was like, hey, and he kind of sniffed the camera a little bit and got really close, and then he kind of like flopped over and rolled over a little bit, and then I went back to the fridge, and I was like, I'm still hungry, what should I eat? I don't know. I decided on this classic hummus. I kind of like looked at it a little bit, and then I said hi to all my friends. There they are. And then when I was done with that, I threw the chips on the bed and then kind of panned up, and like in frame are my posters. And then I kind of like rummaged through my pile. I like to do that a lot. I like to rummage through my pile of stuff, like my jewel pods and my like pins. I kind of just stand there and rummage and like move things around a little bit. And then I was trying to choose like a really boring video to watch while I ate my hummus, so I didn't have to think, and I like to hit my e-cigarette device while I do that. And then I was like drawing this picture of like a blue woman, and then I almost drew something really crude when I was done, but I didn't. And then I was like, maybe I should play guitar because that's like my thing and like my hobby, so I did that for a little bit. And yeah, I kind of just like played some chords and stuff, and then I was like looking at my Windows display, and then I put back my stuff that I was done eating, and I said hey to the fridge cat, and her name is Annie Dog, and she doesn't really like being pet, but she likes to watch people from afar, and so she kind of stretched and stuff, and then she blinked. Yeah. And then I went to pee, and my cat was like, hey, can I come pee with you? And I was like, okay. And so I kind of like curled up my toes, and like we kind of stood there, and then I gave him a little pet, but then I had to go pee. So then when I was done peeing, I let him out, and I was really quiet because my roommate was sleeping. And then I was looking at my instruments, and then I kind of like panned down and zoomed into this piñata. Yeah, so then I went back in my room, and it was time to put the lamp back on the floor again. So I did that. I put the lamp on the floor, and then when I was done with that, I kind of like curled my toes, and then I was like, should I play Team Fortress 2 or Counter-Strike? I don't know. But then I was like, maybe I should just like show you guys my eyes. I feel like you guys are never this close to me. I feel like this is probably the closest you've ever felt to me. And then I like looked at myself, and I did that for a little bit, and I kept doing it. And then, yeah, those are my computers, and I kind of like moved the camera around. And then I looked at myself again, and then it was like 5 a.m. And I was like, maybe I should play some Roblox. So I kind of scrolled around, and I was like, I don't know what I want to play. I kept scrolling for a little while, and then I was like, I'm going to play Splash Skate because I love skateboarding on Roblox. And then I was like, oh, I'm going to read my comments. I do that every day. I read my comments for a lot of the day, and then I replied to this one and gave a like. This is the only comment I got a like today. And I said, I like this comment. And then I sent that because I liked the comment. And then I looked at birds. Then I played my iPhone games, and that was pretty good. I was winning. Yep, then I kind of like beckoned my cat over when I was in the kitchen, and I picked him up and I hugged him for about 22 seconds. Then I put him down, and that's it. That's literally everything I did today. So yeah, that's a day in life. And every day's a journey, you know.